Hello everyone, my name is Simran and I am going to teach you mathematics. Today students, we are doing the questions of this exercise 13.2 as we have completed the concepts and examples of this particular exercise in our last class, that was all about the laws of exponents, and today we will be solving the questions based upon that laws of components, right students? So have a look at the first question of that particular laws and this exercise 13.2. Have a look students, first question. Using laws of exponents, simplify and write the answers in exponential form. Right students? तो हमें क्या करना है, इन लॉस को यूज करते हुए इन क्वेश्चंस को सिंप्लीफाई करना है और उसको एक्सपोनेंशियल फॉर्म में लिखना है. ठीक है, हैव अ लुक स्टूडेंट्स. 3 raised to power 2 into 3 raised to power 4 into 3 raised to power 8. Now have a look at this question clearly. The bases are same, that is 3, 3 and 3, right? And we know one law of exponent, like when you are given the base is same, right? And you have different powers, and when there is multiplication, right? When you are multiplying the same base with different powers, then the law of exponent says that the powers are added, कि जो powers होती हैं वो add हो जाती हैं, and this is your first law. Okay? So students, क्या करेंगे हम, बेस सेम है तो पावर क्या हो जाएगी, बेस सेम रखेंगे, that is 3. Now the powers will be added. अब क्या होगा, जो powers होंगी वो add हो जाएंगी, that is 2 plus 4 plus 8, right? So 3 raised to power 2 plus 4, that is 6. 6 plus 8, that is 14. So 3 raised to power 14 is the answer. Alright students, and this is expressed in the form of exponential form, right students? So have a look at the second question based upon this particular law student. Have a look. Now 6 raised to power 15 divided by 6 raised to power 10. Now we know that whenever we have the same base and the division is there, then we have the law, that is a raised to power m divided by a raised to power n, that is equals to a raised to power m minus n. जब डिवाइड का साइन होता है, बेस सेम होता है, तो जो पावर्स होती हैं वो सब्ट्रैक्ट हो जाती हैं, एंड दिस इज योर सेकेंड लॉ, राइट स्टूडेंट्स? सो यूज इट हियर. यू हैव द सेम बेस, दैट इज 6 and 6, राइट? सो पुट 6 हियर, and this is subtract the powers, that is 15 minus 10. What is 15 minus 10 students? That is 5. So your answer is 6 raised to power 5, and this is your exponential form students. Looking at the next question, क्या है? a raised to power 3 into a raised to power 2. Clearly students, multiplication is there, the base is the same, so we'll add the power as the law says, a raised to power m into a raised to power n, that is equals to a raised to power m plus n. That is your first law. ठीक है, तो हम यहाँ पे a और a, क्योंकि बेस सेम है तो बेस को सेम लेंगे, right? That is a. Add the powers, that is 3 plus 2. So answer will be a raised to power 5, and this is your solution students. Looking at the next question, क्या है वो question? 7 raised to power x into 7 raised to power 2, right? So we have the same base 7 and 7. So use the law 1, that is a raised to power m into a raised to power n, that is equals to a raised to power m plus n, right students? So this is 7, this is x plus 2, okay, and this is your solution. Looking at the next question students, part 5. 5 raised to power 2 whole cube divided by 5 raised to power 3. Now we have to solve firstly this thing, the power of power. Now by the law students, the third law says when you have power of power, like a raised to power m's power n, then your powers will be multiplied, okay? Then your powers are multiplied. So firstly 5 raised to power 2 cube, then we have to multiply the powers, that means 5 raised to power 2 multiplied by 3 divided by 5 raised to power 3. Have a look students, यहाँ तक आने के बाद हम multiply करेंगे 5 raised to power 2 into 3, 6 divided by 5 raised to power 3. नाउ यहाँ तक सॉल्व करने के बाद डिवाइड का साइन, बेस सेम, पावर्स क्या हो जाएंगी, सब्ट्रैक्ट हो जाएंगी, एज सेकेंड लॉ क्या कहता है, a raised to power m divided by a raised to power n is equals to a raised to power m minus n. The powers are subtracted. Okay, so 5 raised to power 6 minus 3, that is 5 raised to power 3. 6 minus 3 क्या होता है students? It is 5 raised to power 3. Okay, and this is your question number 5. Looking at the sixth question students, क्या है वो? Sixth question says 2 raised to power 5 into 5 raised to power 5. Now have a look students. Here the bases are not the same but the exponents are same. Okay, base same नहीं है, क्या same है? Exponent same है. Law क्या था? When you don't have the base same but you have the exponent same, then we multiply the base keeping the exponents the same. That is, multiply the base and keep the exponent as it is, right? And this is the law. So we have to do 2 into 5, base को multiply कर देंगे और power को as it is रख देंगे. So 2 into 5 is 10. 10 raised to power 5, and this is your solution students. Okay, this is your 6th part students. Looking at your 7th part, what is that? A raised to power 4 into b raised to power 4. Exponents are same, so we have to use the law of exponent, in which it is said that when the exponents are same, then we have to do the product of base, right? That is, a raised to power m into b raised to power m is equals to ab raised to power m, right? This is the law that we have to use, right? So this is a into b power 4, that is ab raised to power 4. Now students, looking at the next question, क्या है वो? 3 raised to power 4 raised to power 3, right? So it is the power of power question. So what is the formula of finding out the power of power? A raised to power m raised to power n. To solve this, we have to multiply the powers, right? That is a raised to power mn, and this is your law. So students, 3 raised to power, multiply the powers, that is 4 into 3. That is 3 raised to power 12. So 3 raised to power 12 is the answer that is in the exponential form, right students? Looking at the next question, that is part 9. What is that? 2 raised to power 20 divided by 2 raised to power 15 multiplied by 2 raised to power 3. Now students, in this particular question, firstly we need to solve this thing. When the base is same and division is there, then we usually divide. Okay, what it mean? Then the powers are subtracted, right students? A raised to power m divided by a raised to power n, that is equals to a raised to power m minus n, right students? So 2 raised to power 20 minus 15 into 2 raised to power 3, that is 2 raised to power 5, because 20 minus 15 is 5. Now students, the base is same, right? Multiplication is there, so we need to add the powers. A raised to power m plus n, right? So we need to use these two laws to find out this. So that is 2 raised to power 5 plus 3, that is 2 raised to power 8. And this is your answer, and that is in exponential form. Looking at the next question students, up part 10, 8 raised to power t divided by 8 raised to power 2. The base is same and division is there, then we have to use the formula a raised to power m divided by a raised to power n, that is equals to a raised to power m minus n, right? So this is 8 raised to power t minus 2, and this is your answer. So simple, you have to just put the law, right? Looking at the next question students, क्या है वो? Part 2, that is question number 2's part 1. What is that students? Simplify and express each of the following in exponential form. अब हमें इनको simplify करके लिखना है, मतलब basic solve करके लिखना है, और किस form में लिखना है? We have to express it in the form of exponential form, right students? So let's start. So before expressing it into the exponential form, you must keep this thing in your mind कि कोई भी चीज़ आपको दे रखी होगी उसको आपको प्राइम फैक्टर्स में लिखना पड़ेगा, ठीक है, ताकि आप उसको सॉल्व कर पाओ, ठीक है स्टूडेंट्स? सो फर्स्टली यहाँ पे बाकी सब चीज़ें तो है ही ना, हैव अ लुक. 3 की फॉर्म में है. अब ये 4 है स्टूडेंट्स, वी कैन राइट दिस 4 एज 2 into 2, राइट? दैट इज 2 raised to power 2. वी कैन राइट दिस थिंग. ओके, सो फर्स्टली 4 की जगह पे हम क्या लिख रहे हैं? 2 raised to power 2, राइट? नाउ 3 एज इट इज स्टूडेंट्स 32. अब 32 को मैं कैसे लिख सकती हूँ? हैव अ लुक. 2 into 16, राइट. आई कैन ऑल्सो राइट इट लाइक 16 को क्या लिख सकती हूँ मैं? 2 into 8, राइट. अब मैं 8 को कैसे लिख सकती हूँ स्टूडेंट्स? इस 8 को कैसे लिख सकती हूँ? 2 into 4, राइट स्टूडेंट्स. अब 3 times 2 एज इट इज. अब 4 को क्या लिख सकती हूँ मैं? 2 times. ठीक है. सो बेसिकली स्टूडेंट्स 32 कैन बी रिटन एज 2's power 4, राइट. 32 को मैं कैसे लिखूंगी? 2's power 5, राइट स्टूडेंट्स. तो अब हमने इसको सबको ले लिया 2 और 3 की फॉर्म में, राइट. अब इसको सॉल्व करते हैं. पहले स्टूडेंट्स हम क्या करेंगे? सिमिलर जो लाइक टर्म्स होंगे उनको एक साथ में लिखेंगे. ठीक है. 2 2 को एक साथ में, 3 3 को एक साथ में, राइट. 2 raised to power 3 into 2 raised to power 2 into 3 raised to power 4, राइट. नीचे 2 raised to power 5 into 3. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स हैव अ लुक. अब यहाँ पे देखो बेस सेम है और पावर्स है, ठीक है, और मल्टीप्लीकेशन है. सो वी हैव दिस फॉर्मूला a raised to power m मल्टीप्लाई बाय a raised to power n इज इक्वल्स टू a raised to power m plus n. मतलब अगर बेस सेम हो, मल्टीप्लाई हो, तो पावर्स ऐड होती हैं. हमें ये चीज़ पता है. सो विल ऐड द पावर्स. सो 2 यहाँ पे देखो 2 और 2 मल्टीप्लाई, सो दैट इज 3 plus 2 into 3 raised to power 4 upon 2 raised to power 5 into 3 raised to power 1. So students this is 2 raised to power 5 into 3 raised to power 4. अब इसको मैं अलग अलग भी लिख सकती हूँ, ठीक है, राइट स्टूडेंट्स. इसको मैंने ऐसे लिख दिया. अब देखो बेस सेम हो और डिवाइड हो यहाँ पे, तो पावर्स क्या हो जाएंगी? सबट्रैक्ट. ठीक है. अब ये डिविजन है ना, यहाँ पे बेस सेम है तो पावर्स क्या हो जाएंगी? सबट्रैक्ट हो जाएंगी. सो दिस इज स्टूडेंट्स व्हाट वी कैन से. हाँ. सो स्टूडेंट्स 5 minus 5 into 3 4 minus 1, राइट. अब देखो वी हैव लर्न स्टूडेंट्स कि किसी भी चीज़ की अगर पावर 0 आ जाती है, ठीक है, 2 raised to power 5 minus 5 is 2 raised to power 0 into 3 raised to power 3. ठीक है. किसी भी चीज़ की पावर जब 0 आती है तो उसका आंसर क्या आता है? 1. ठीक है. सो द आंसर इज 3 raised to power 3. ओके. एंड दिस इज योर सॉल्यूशन, राइट स्टूडेंट्स. लुकिंग एट द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. क्या है वो क्वेश्चन? क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. 5 raised to power 2 cube into 5 raised to power 4 divided by 5 raised to power 7. Now students, starting with a bracket and firstly with this thing, power of power. So use the formula a raised to power m n is equals to a raised to power mn. So 5 raised to power 2 into 3 into 5 raised to power 4 divided by 5 raised to power 7. So 5 raised to power 6 into 5 raised to power 4 divided by 5 raised to power 7, right? Now the base is same, multiplication is there, then we need to add the powers, right students? 5, 6 plus 4, ठीक है, divided by 5 raised to power 7. What we have done, we have used this formula, okay? When the base is same, powers are added if multiplication is there. Now division is there students, right? So have a look. 5 raised to power 10 divided by 5 raised to power 7. ठीक है, यहाँ तक आ गया. Now if the base is same and division is there, base is same, division is there, then the formula is m minus n. Okay, we subtract the powers. So students, 5 raised to power 10 minus 7, that is 5 raised to power 3, and this is your answer. All right students, and इसी के साथ हमारा second part complete होता है. Looking at your third part students, अब क्या है वो? 25 raised to power 4 divided by 5 raised to power 3. Now students, 25 can be written as 5 into 5, right? That is 5 square. यहाँ पे 25 की जगह पे हम 5 square लिखेंगे और यहाँ पे 4 है ही, ठीक है, divided by 5 raised to power 3. Now students, power of power formula. The powers are multiplied here, right? So 5 raised to power 2 into 4 divided by 5 raised to power 3. 5 raised to power 2 into 4, that is 8, right? Now students, a raised to power m multiplied by a raised to power n is equals to a raised to power m plus n. Okay students, so Here we are given with division, right? So a raised to power m divided by a raised to power n is equals to a raised to power m minus n. So we'll use this formula for solving this. So 5 raised to power 8 minus 3, that is 5 raised to power 5, and this is your answer. Okay, this is your answer number 3. Looking at the fourth part students, अब यहाँ पे क्या है? We are given this thing, 3 into 7 raised to power 2 into 11 raised to power 8 divided by 21 into 11 raised to power 3. Now students, 11 is also a prime number, so we don't need to solve this or simplify this because it can't be, right? But we can solve this thing, 21, because 7 is also a prime number, right? So 21 can be written as 3 into 7, right? So 3 into 7 square into 11 power 8, 3 into 7 into 11 cube, right students? अब यहाँ दीजिए. अब स्टूडेंट्स क्या हुआ है यहाँ पे देखो, ऐसे लिख सकते हैं ना, 3 को 3 के नीचे, इसको ऐसे और इसको ऐसे, राइट? हम ऐसे लिख सकते हैं. अब यहाँ पे देखो, ये भी पावर 1 है, ये भी पावर 1 है, यहाँ पे भी पावर 1 है. सो बाय यूजिंग द फॉर्मूला, अगर बेस सेम हो और डिविजन हो तो पावर्स क्या हो जाती हैं? सब्ट्रैक्ट हो जाती हैं, ए एम माइनस एन. ठीक है स्टूडेंट्स, अब देखो बेस सेम है, ठीक है, तो पावर्स क्या हो जाएंगी? सब्ट्रैक्ट 3 रेज टू पावर 1 माइनस 1 इंटू 7 रेज टू पावर 2 माइनस 1 इंटू 11 8 माइनस 3. ओके, 11 रेज टू पावर 8 माइनस 3, राइट स्टूडेंट्स? So 3 raised to power 0 into 7 raised to power 1 into 11 raised to power 5. Okay, 3 raised to power 0 is 1 students, 7 into 11 raised to power 5. So this is your answer. Alright students, and you should write this thing as, whenever you are given any things power 0, then it is 1, right? You have to mention this thing for sure, right students? Looking at the next question, क्या है वो question? Part 5, ठीक है? 3 raised to power 7 divided by 3 raised to power 4 multiplied by 3 raised to power 3. Okay students, so firstly we'll be using this particular thing, okay, solving this thing. 3 raised to power 7, 3 raised to power 4 plus 3, that is 3 raised to power 7, 3 raised to power 7, right? Why I have done this? Because I know that a raised to power m multiplied by a raised to power n is equals to a raised to power m plus n. Base same, multiply is there, the powers are added, right students? Base same, powers are added, right? Now students, when the base is same, division is there, then the powers are subtracted. Okay, अब यहाँ पे powers क्या होंगी? Subtract होंगी. 3 7 minus 7, that is 3 raised to power 0. Any variable, any numbers power 0 is equals to 1. Okay, it is equals to 1. This is your answer. Looking at the next question students, अब अगला question क्या है? Part 6. Okay, 2 raised to power 0 plus 3 raised to power 0 plus 4 raised to power 0. Okay, a raised to power 0 is equals to 1. This is the law. Alright, so this is equals to 1, this is also equal to 1, this is also equal to 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So 3 raised to power 1 is your answer. Okay, that is in the exponential form, right students? Now students, this is your 6th part. Looking at the 7th part students, क्या है वो? 2 raised to power 0 into 3 raised to power 0 into 4 raised to power 0, right students? So a raised to power 0 is equals to 1, right? This is the law. So 2 raised to power 0 is 1 into 3 raised to power 0 is 1 into 4 raised to power 0 is also 1. So 1 into 1 into 1 is 1, 1 raised to power 1, that is your answer students, that is also in the exponential form, right students? Looking at the next question, the part 8, that is 3 raised to power 0 plus 2 raised to power 0 into 5 raised to power 0. Now students, a raised to power 0 is equals to 1, this is the law. So 1 plus 1 into 1, okay? So 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 into 1, that is 2. 2 raised to power 1 is the answer students, that is in the exponential form, and this is your 8th part. Looking at the 9th part students, क्या है वो? 2 raised to power 8 into a raised to power 5 divided by 4 raised to power 3 into a raised to power 3. Now students, 4 can be written as 2 into 2, that is 2 power 2. Okay, so 2 raised to power 8 into a raised to power 5. Now this is 2 raised to power 2 और ये जो क्यूब है ये तो है ही. Now students, the power of power formula. When you are given the power of power, the powers are multiplied. A raised to power mn, right students? So 2 raised to power 8 into a raised to power 5 upon 2 raised to power 2 into 3 into a raised to power 3. Alright students, अब यहाँ देखो, this is 2 raised to power 8 into a raised to power 5 upon 2 raised to power 6 into a raised to power 3. 2 into 3 is 6. Alright students, now have a look at this thing and this thing. Base are same and division is there, then we have to, okay, use the law, that is 2 raised to power 8 divided by 2 raised to power 6 into a raised to power 5 upon a raised to power 3. Okay students, so a raised to power m, when the bases are same, division is there, then you have to subtract the powers, right students? So this is 2 raised to power 8 minus 6 into a raised to power 5 minus 3. Alright students, now this is the law. Have a look at this thing students. अब हम इसको कैसे कर सकते हैं? देखो, 2 raised to power 8 minus 6 is 2 raised to power 2 into a raised to power 2. Right students, 2 raised to power 2, a raised to power 2. Also have a look now, when the exponents are same, the bases are not the same but the exponents are same, then we use the formula. When you have the same exponents but different bases, then the bases are multiplied with the same exponents, right students? So 2 into a raised to power 2, that is 2a square, and this is your answer. Alright students, यही आपका आंसर है क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 का. Looking at the next question students, that is question number 10. A raised to power 5 divided by a raised to power 3 into a raised to power 8. When the base is same and it is multiplied, then we use the formula this, right? In this the powers are subtracted, right? So a 5 minus 3, a raised to power 2 into a raised to power 8, right? Now students, when the base are same and it is multiplied, then the powers are added, right? The powers are added, that is a raised to power 2 plus 8, that is a raised to power 10. And this is our answer, that is in the exponential form, right? This is the answer, right? And the solution of part 10, right? Looking at the 11th question students, क्या है अब ये? ध्यान से देखिए. अब यहाँ पे क्या करना है, आप 4 को लिख सकते हैं 2 into 2, right? So this is, you can separate it. इसको हम ऐसे लिख सकते हैं, divided by right students, power of power का फॉर्मूला, पावर्स को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. टू इंटू 5, that is 10. राइट स्टूडेंट्स, यहां तक आने के बाद देखिए, when the base is same, okay, and division is there, then students we subtract the powers, right? हम क्या करते हैं, फिर पावर्स को सब्ट्रैक्ट करते हैं. अब यहाँ पे ये क्वेश्चन देखिए, 2 रेज टू पावर, पहले तो हम सेपरेट करेंगे, इनको हम ऐसे लिख सकते हैं इनटू a रेज टू पावर 8 डिवाइडेड बाय a रेज टू पावर 5 इनटू b रेज टू पावर 3 डिवाइडेड बाय b रेज टू पावर 2. राइट स्टूडेंट्स, अब यहाँ पे डिवीजन है तो इट विल बी 10 माइनस 10, राइट, इनटू a 8 माइनस 5 into b 3 minus 2, because the base is same and the division sign is there, then we subtract the powers. All right, so students, this is 2 raised to power 0 into a raised to power 3 into b raised to power 1, right students? And also we have a formula, a raised to power 0 is equals to 1, okay? So this is 1 into a cube into b1. So students, what is your answer? A cube into b1, and this is your required answer. Alright students, looking at the part 12, क्या है वो? देखिए. Now students, we have to firstly solve the bracket. When you have the same base and different powers, then multiplication is there, then you need to add the powers. This is the first law of exponent. अब तो आपको सभी लॉस के बिल्कुल पता लग जाना चाहिए कि कौन सा क्या बोल रहा है विदाउट रिमेंबरिंग इवन, ठीक है? सो 2 raised to power 3 plus 1 raised to power 2. So this is 2 raised to power 4 raised to power 2. Power of power means multiplying the power, right students? A raised to power m into n, that is mn, right? So 2 raised to power 4 into 2, that is 2 raised to power 8, which is your answer, that is in the exponential form. Alright students, तो इसका आंसर क्या आएगा? 2 raised to power 8. So students, this is all about your question number 2. Looking at your third question, what is that? Say true or false and justify your answer. So basically in this particular question, you have to find out whether this statement is true or false, and you need to justify your answer as well, right students? So firstly, looking at this question, this is 10 into 10 raised to power 11, that is equals to 100 raised to power 11, right? So firstly, we'll solve the left hand side, then we'll solve the right hand side. And after that, if left hand side is equals to the right hand side, then it means that our answer is true, yes, and it is justified. And if the left hand side is not at all equal to the right hand side, it means that your answer is not at all justified, right students? So firstly, have a look at the left hand side students. So your LHS is 10 raised to power 1 into 10 raised to power 11, right? Have a look students. When the base is same, multiplication is there, then the formula is used, a raised to power m into a raised to power n, that is equals to a raised to power m plus n. This is your law, okay? So this is equal to 10 raised to power 1 plus 11, that is 10 raised to power 12. ये क्या आ रहा है हमारा लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, 10 raised to power 12. दिस इज आवर लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, राइट? ये आपका लेफ्ट हैंड साइड आ रहा है. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, लुकिंग एट योर राइट हैंड साइड. अब राइट हैंड साइड क्या है? 100 raised to power 11, right? 100 raised to power 11. We can write this 100 students as 10 into 10, right? इसको हम लिख सकते हैं ना 10 into 10. It can also be written as 10 raised to power 2. Now students, power of power, the formula is a raised to power m raised to power n, that is equals to a raised to power mn. This is the law that we are using here. That is 10 raised to power 2 into 11, which is equal to 10 raised to power 22. 2 into 11, that is 22. So this is our right hand side. Right hand side क्या आ रहा है students? 10 raised to power 22. ठीक है, अब आपके सामने आ रहा है लेफ्ट हैंड साइड 10 raised to power 12, राइट हैंड साइड क्या आ रहा है 10 raised to power 22. क्या ये दोनों सेम है, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड और राइट हैंड साइड? बिल्कुल सेम नहीं है, दे आर कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट. सो स्टूडेंट्स, द आंसर विल बी left hand side is not at all equal to right hand side, as this is 10 raised to power 12, which is not equal to 10 raised to power 22, right students? So this is not true, this is false. Write it like that. This is false. And this is your first part students. Looking at your second part. अब second part क्या है? Whether 2 raised to power 3 is greater than that of 2 raised to power 5 raised to power 2. So firstly, क्या ये चीज़ ऐसी है? इसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे? लेफ्ट हैंड साइड सॉल्व करेंगे. लेफ्ट हैंड साइड क्या है? 2 raised to power 3. 2 raised to power 3 का मतलब क्या होता है स्टूडेंट्स? 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8. तो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड कितना आ गया हमारा? 8, राइट? अब राइट हैंड साइड क्या है स्टूडेंट्स? दैट इज 5 स्क्वायर, दैट इज 5 into 5, दैट इज 25. अब राइट हैंड साइड क्या आ रहा है स्टूडेंट्स हमारा? 25. अब क्वेश्चन का डिमांड क्या है स्टूडेंट्स, दैट 8 इज ग्रेटर देन 25, यही तो है ना, दिस थिंग 2 क्यूब दैट इज 8 इज ग्रेटर देन दैट ऑफ 25 दैट इज 5 स्क्वायर। क्या ऐसा है, क्या 8 बड़ा होता है 25 से? नो, दिस इज फॉल्स, सो दिस इज नॉट ट्रू। ये अपना जस्टिफिकेशन है, बहुत ही सिंपल क्वेश्चन है, कुछ भी नहीं था इस क्वेश्चन में, सिंपली आपको खोल के देखा आपने सिंप्लीफाई करके कि ये ऐसा नहीं है, कभी भी जो 8 होता है वो 25 से बड़ा नहीं होता है, सो दिस इज कंप्लीटली अ फॉल्स। ओके, लुकिंग एट द थर्ड पार्ट स्टूडेंट्स, क्या है वो? थर्ड पार्ट इज 2 raised to power 3 into 3 raised to power 2 that is equals to 6 raised to power 5. Okay, so firstly students will be solving the left hand side, right? So left hand side is students 2 raised to power 3 into 3 raised to power 2, right? So 2 raised to power 3 is 2 into 2 into 2, right? And 3 raised to power 2 is 3 into 3. 2 into 2 into 2 is 8, 8 into 3 into 3 is 9, so this is 72. तो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड कितना आ रहा है स्टूडेंट्स हमारा? 72 आ रहा है। अब राइट हैंड साइड देखते हैं, राइट हैंड साइड क्या है स्टूडेंट्स? 6 raised to power 5, 6 raised to power 5 means 6 into 6 into 6 into 6 into 6, right students? 6 into 6 is 36, 36 into 36 into 6. Now students 36 into 6 is 216. अब आप इन दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करके देखो, 216 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 36 कितना आता है? 6 into 6 is 36, 3 कैरी आ गया यहाँ पे, 6 into 1 is 6, 6 plus 3 is equals to 9, 2 into 6 is 12, into 3 into 6 is 18, 1 carry, 3 into 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 4, 3 into 2 is 6, so this is 6, this is 17, 1 carry, 6 and 1 7, and this is also 7. So students, the answer is 7776. Now students, have a clear look at your left hand side and your right hand side. All right, clearly students, क्या ये equal आ रहे हैं? This thing is 72 and right hand side is 7776. Okay, 7776 and your left hand side is 72. तो क्या ये दोनों सेम है? क्या ये दोनों इक्वल आ रहे हैं? क्या ये इक्वल हैं? नो, दीज आर नॉट इक्वल। सो जब ये इक्वल ही नहीं है तो दिस इज फॉल्स, ये जो स्टेटमेंट है दिस इज अ फॉल्स, ठीक है, दिस इज फॉल्स। ओके, लुकिंग एट योर क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 स्टूडेंट्स, अब वो क्वेश्चन क्या है? 3 raised to power 0 is equals to 1000 raised to power 0. So firstly have a look at the left hand side students. 3 raised to power 0 is 1. Why? Because there is a law that a raised to power 0 is equals to 1. This is your left hand side. What is your right hand side students? Right hand side is 1000 raised to power 0. This is also 1 students, क्योंकि कितना भी कोई a की कोई भी वैल्यू है, अगर उसकी पावर 0 है, अगर उसका एक्सपोनेंट 0 है तो उसका वैल्यू क्या आता है? हमेशा 1 आता है, ऑलवेज 1. So it means that your left hand side is equal to your right hand side. So this is true. ये जो स्टेटमेंट आ रही है this is true. All right, and this is the question number 3. अब इसी के साथ ही question number 3 complete होता है. Looking at your fourth question students, अब fourth question क्या है? Express each of the following as a product of prime factors only in exponential form. Right students? We have done the question like this in our examples also. So firstly what we need to do, we have to represent these numbers firstly as prime numbers, right? Product of prime factors, right? And then we have to express this particular question in the exponential form. So firstly students, if I am talking about 108, तो 108 के क्या होंगे prime factors? Have a look. 108 is an even number, so we'll cut it on the table of 2. So 2 के table पे ये 54 पे गया. Again even number, so it will be cutting on the table of 2. अब ये 3 पे, 3 into 9 is 27, 3 into 3 is 9, 3 into 1 is equals to 3. So इसके factors क्या होंगे students? 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. So basically 2 रेज टू पावर 2 इंटू 3 रेज टू पावर 3, ये होंगे 108 के फैक्टर्स। ठीक है, अब नेक्स्ट देखो 192। 192 students, again it is even number, so we'll cut on the table of 2. This is, अब ये किस कौन से टेबल पे कट होगा? 9, 96 पे। ठीक है, ये कौन से कट टेबल पे कट होगा? 96 पे। अगेन ऑन द टेबल ऑफ 2, 48 अगेन 2, 24 अगेन 2, 12 अगेन 2, 6 अगेन 2, 3 देन 3। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, सो इसके फैक्टर्स क्या हैं? 1 2 3 4 5 6, 6 टाइम्स 2 आएगा 3 4 5 6 एंड एक बार 3। ठीक है, सो 192 इज रिटन एज 2 रेज टू पावर 6 इंटू 3 रेज टू पावर 1। राइट, तो ये ऐसे आ गया। ठीक है स्टूडेंट्स, अब हमें क्वेश्चन में क्या बोला गया है? हम इन दोनों चीजों को मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं ना। सो 108 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 192, राइट। तो 108 की जगह पे मैं ये लिख सकती हूँ ना, ये चीज 2 रेज टू पावर 2 इंटू 3 रेज टू पावर 3, राइट। और 192 की जगह मैं ये लिख सकती हूँ 2 रेज टू पावर 6 इंटू 3 रेज टू पावर 1, राइट स्टूडेंट्स। आई कैन राइट दिस थिंग अप। अब मैं 2 को एक साथ में लिख सकती हूँ क्योंकि ये मल्टीप्लिकेशन में तो कॉम्यूटेटिव होंगे ना। Now students, when the base is same, then the powers are added when multiplication is there. So with the formula m plus n, अब हम इसको सॉल्व करेंगे इस फॉर्मूले की हेल्प से। So 2 raised to power 2 plus 6 into 3 raised to power 3 plus 1. So students, this is 2 raised to power 8 into 3 raised to power 4. And this is your answer. Okay? Because it is in the exponential form और इनको हमने prime numbers के अंदर भी लिख दिया है with the power of prime number. All right students, this is your question number 1. Looking at your next question, that is your question number 2. 270, इसके prime factors लिखते हैं। सबसे पहले factorization करते हैं 2 की टेबल पे 135, then on the table of 5 it is 27, then on the table of 3 this is 9, then 3 3 3 1। ओके, क्योंकि हमें पता है 2 into 135 is equals to 270, 5 into 27 is equals to 135, okay, 3 into 9 is 27, 3 into 3 is 9, 3 into 1 is equals to 3, right students। so basically इन दोनों चीज़ों को डिवाइड करते हैं तभी ये नीचे वाली टर्म आती है। आई थिंक हम सबको ये चीज़ क्लियर है। ठीक है, सो स्टूडेंट्स इसको हम ऐसे लिख सकते हैं, right? So 270 is equals to 2 raised to power 1 into 5 raised to power 1 into 3 raised to power 3. Okay, and this is the solution of your question. ठीक है, इसको आप अपने क्वेश्चन के जैसे लिख सकते हैं। Looking at the next question students, अब वो क्या है? Part 3. So firstly we have to show 729 in the prime factors. 729 को फर्स्टली स्टूडेंट्स हम ऑन द टेबल ऑफ 3 लिखते हैं। ऑन द टेबल ऑफ 3 दिस इज 243, राइट स्टूडेंट्स। देन अगेन ऑन द टेबल ऑफ 3 इट इज 81, अगेन ऑन द टेबल ऑफ 3 इट इज 27, अगेन ऑन द टेबल ऑफ 3 इट इज 9, देन 3 इट इज 3, देन 3 इट इज 1। ओके, तो बेसिकली 729 को जब आप 3 के टेबल पे डिवाइड करते हो तो आंसर आता है 243। अब इसको जब आप इससे डिवाइड करते हो तो ये आंसर आता है। फिर 3 और 81 को जब आप डिवाइड करते हो तो ये आता है। इन दोनों को डिवाइड करके ये, इन दोनों को डिवाइड करके ये, एंड फाइनली 1 इज योर आंसर। ओके, सो स्टूडेंट्स सिक्स टाइम्स आ रहे हैं ना, ठीक है, राइट स्टूडेंट्स। 3 raised to power 6, right? Now we'll have the solution for 64. 64 even number, so we'll be cutting it on the table of 2. So this is 32. Now it is 16. It is 8. It is 4. It is 2. then it is 1, right students? So it is 2 raised to power 6, okay? 64 is equals to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, that is 2 raised to power 6. ऑल राइट स्टूडेंट्स, अब हमने ये दोनों चीजें दिख दी हैं, ठीक है? अब देखिए क्वेश्चन क्या है, 729 into 64. So students, we can have this as 3 raised to power 6 into 2 raised to power 6. Now have a look students, the exponents are same but the bases are not same. We have a law as well. If the bases are different but the exponents are same, then what we do, if a raised to power m into b raised to power m, एक्सपोनेंट सेम है बट बेस डिफरेंट है, तो इसको सॉल्व करने के लिए बेस का प्रोडक्ट ले लेते हैं और एक्सपोनेंट को एज इट इज रख देते हैं, ठीक है? सो 3 into 2 raised to power 6, 3 into 2 is students 6, so 6 raised to power 6 is your answer. All right students, the fourth part, अब देखिए फोर्थ पार्ट क्या है, इसका आंसर तो आ गया 6 raised to power 6. फोर्थ पार्ट स्टूडेंट्स 768, ओके? 768 का प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन कीजिए, दैट इज 2 की टेबल पे इवन नंबर है, सो इट इज स्टूडेंट्स 384, अगेन ऑन द टेबल ऑफ 2, 192, again on the table of 2 students it is 96, then again on the table of 2 48, again on the table of 2 it is 24, again on the table of 2 it is 12, again on the table of 2 it is 6, again on the table of 2 it is 3, and again on the table of 3 it is 1. So the factorization of 768 is equals to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 8 times 2, count students, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, okay? So it can be written as 2 raised to power 8 into 3 raised to power 1, and this is your answer students, that is in the exponential form. All right students, इसका आंसर आपके पास आ रहा है 2 raised to power 8 into 3 raised to power 1, okay? And this is your fifth question students. Now students, looking at your question number 5, simplify, यहाँ पे आपको solve करना है. Firstly students, यहाँ देखिए power raised to power, okay? Powers power, prime number, and this is 8 raised to power 3. So firstly students, 8 can be written as 2 raised to power 3, as it is 2 into 2 into 2, right? So 2 raised to power 5 into 2, this 2 raised to power cube, right students? When you have power of power, then the powers are multiplied, that is a raised to power mn, right students? This is a law. 2 raised to power, a power of power, so it is 5 into 2, it is 3 into 3, right students? अब यहाँ देखिए 2 raised to power 5 into 2, that is 10, into 7 raised to power 3 upon 2 raised to power 9 into 7. अब हम इसको अगर करते हैं सेपरेट, तो दिस इज 2 raised to power 10 upon 2 raised to power 9 into 7 raised to power 3 upon 7. Now students, if we have the same base but we have the multiplication, then we subtract the powers. All right, so the formula is a raised to power m divided by a raised to power n is equals to a raised to power m minus n. This is the law, right? So we'll use this law here. अब देखिए 2 raised to power 10 minus 9 into 7 raised to power 3 minus 1. So this is 2 raised to power 1 into 7 raised to power 2. So this is 2 into 7 into 7. 7 into 7 is students 49. So 49 multiplied by 2 is equals to 98. And this is your answer students, okay? And this is your part 1. Looking at the part 2 students, यहाँ पे इसको solve करेंगे, ठीक है? Now students, 25 can be written as 5 into 5, that is 5 raised to power 2, okay? 5 raised to power 2 into 5 raised to power 2 into t power 8 upon 10 raised to power 3. Now students, here you can write it as, कैसे लिख सकते हैं? 10 को हम लिख सकते हैं 2 into 5, 2 into 5 raised to power 3 into t power 4. Okay, now students have a look. You can write this as, अगर यहाँ पे 2 into 5 raised to power 3 है तो हम इसको ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं. Why? Because हमें पता है कि अगर a b क्यूब है तो we can write it like a cube and b cube. Okay? So, यहाँ पे देखो, बेस सेम है और मल्टीप्लाई है तो पावर्स क्या हो जाती हैं? ऐड हो जाती हैं. राइट स्टूडेंट्स? सो 2 + 2, राइट? सो 2 power cube into 5 cube into t cube, t power 4. ऑल राइट स्टूडेंट्स, अब ध्यान दीजिए. So this is 5 raised to power 4 into t power 8. This is cube. This is 5 cube into t power 4. Now students, this हम इसको ऐसे लिख सकते हैं, इसको हम ऐसे लिख सकते हैं और इसको हम ऐसे लिख सकते हैं. If we have the same base and the division is there students, तो फॉर्मूला क्या रहता है? a raised to power m divided by a raised to power n is equals to a raised to power m minus n. Right? अब ध्यान दीजिए, we can write it like that. इसको as it is रखेंगे into 5 raised to power 5 4 minus 3 into t raised to power 8 minus 4. Now students, 2's power 3 is 8. Okay? 2 raised to power 3 क्या होता है? 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8. This is 5 raised to power 1. This is t raised to power 4. So 5 upon 8 t power 4. This is your answer. Okay? ये आपका simplification है. This is your part 2's answer. Looking at the answer 3 students, अब third part का answer क्या होगा? Now students, firstly हम यहाँ पे 25 को लिख सकते हैं 5 into 5. That is 5 square. Right? यहाँ पे हम 10 को लिख सकते हैं 2 into 5, राइट? यहाँ पे हम 6 को लिख सकते हैं 2 into 3. Am I right? तो यहाँ पे हम ये पुट करेंगे. फाइव को एज इट इज रखा, 6 की जगह पे हमने 2 into 3 raised to power 5 लिखा. राइट स्टूडेंट्स? अब हमें पता है कि अगर यहाँ पे ए बी कि कोई भी पावर दे रखी हो तो हम इसको सेपरेट कर सकते हैं. राइट? सो दिस इज 2 power 5 into 5 power 5 into 5 power 2 upon 5 power 7 into 2 power 5 into 3 power 5. ऑल राइट स्टूडेंट्स, अब यहां देखो, अगर हमारे पास बेस सेम है तो पावर ऐड हो जाती हैं अगर मल्टीप्लिकेशन हो. राइट? अब देखिए, 5 raised to power, यहां पे देखो 5 + 2, बाकी सब चीजें एज इट इज. ऑलराइट स्टूडेंट्स, अब देखिए, दिस इज 3 raised to power 5 into 2 raised to power 5 into 5 raised to power 7 upon 5 raised to power 7 into 2 raised to power 5 into 3 raised to power 5. Right? Now students, सिमिलर चीज के नीचे सिमिलर चीज लिखेंगे. हम ऐसे लिख सकते हैं ना, राइट? ठीक है. अब when we have the same base but division is there, then the powers are subtracted. ये भी एक लॉ है. तो this is students 3 raised to power 5 minus 5, 2 raised to power 5 minus 5, 5 raised to power 7 minus 7. So this is students 3 raised to power 0 into 2 raised to power 0 into 5 raised to power 0. A's power 0 is equals to 1. किसी भी चीज का जब पावर 0 होता है तो उसका वैल्यू क्या आता है? हमेशा 1 आता है. So students, this is 1 into 1 into 1. That is equals to 1, and this is your answer. And this question is completed. The question number 5's third part. Alright students. Now this is all about your exercise 13.2 students. We are completed with this particular exercise. Okay. So students, in your next class we will be starting your exercise 13.3. Till then, do practice hard at your home. Okay. Bye bye.